Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Good evening and welcome to a very exciting episode of A Woman's Prerogative on the USA Global TV and Radio, and to our new audience on E360 TV as well. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan and I am broadcasting live from UK. It's now 5 p.m. in the UK, so I'm going to be with you for the next 40 minutes, and we're going to be discussing about being the A-lister. Which A-lister would you want you to portray in a movie? So because I'm here by myself today, I'm going to express who I would like the A-lister to portray my story, and I'm going to relate it to you, wonderful viewers. All right. So as you know, my name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I host Talking Heads once a week about my expertise and knowledge in the background. My expertise and knowledge is about awakening creativity, people's hearts, awakening their hearts, awakening their creativity into what their passion project is. Passion project isn't necessarily a project where you will generate revenue and money straight away. Passion project is what wakes you up in the morning. Time is of no essence. You are so connected to your passion, purpose, and belief. Money doesn't really come into it, because money does come into it eventually when you enjoy the journey, enjoy the progress, enjoy the lessons, and go on to the next level, and the money will be magnetized and generate. So it'll start off small and it will increase. So when you open your creative heart, it's when you feel that nudgings of your heart in the way that this makes me feel so alive. This event that I'm part of, or this book that I'm writing, or this song that I'm singing, or this song that I'm dancing to, or this recipe I'm making, or this beautiful walk that I go along. It makes me come alive. It makes my heart boom. It makes my heart expand and feel like for the first time in your life is that you're being yourself. Instead of being influenced by outside reality, you're being yourself. So I know I'm going off track here, but I just wanted to explain what a creative heart awakening is. And we have the book, the Creative Heart Awakening book, which I've co-authored with the wonderful, extremely talented Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, who is the captain of the mothership of USA Global TV and Radio. As well as she's been authoring, she's Amazon's #1 bestseller. And I, for one, super happy, super proud, super joy, because I get to work with such a genius like Dr. JACALYN KERBECK. All right, so without further ado, let's go on to today's project, the A-lister. Who would you like to portray yourself in a movie? Which A-lister? Now, this is quite a tricky one, because it's very easy to go with the A-lister that you've always liked, who you like the movies they're in, but they don't necessarily resonate with your story. But because you have followed their films, being a fan almost, you will end up idolizing, absolutely kind of celebrating their awesomeness. Now, Dr. Jacalyn has brought in this topic, the A-lister. I would want to portray who you would want to portray in a movie. For me, because my life has been where I've always relied on my voice for singing. I've always put all my energies, no matter what I was going through when I was younger, coming from a discordant family, broken family, you find your way. And my way was to sing. So my first singing role was, I know, it's quite laughable. It was playing Mary Magdalene in Jesus Christ Superstar. It was a school production. And it was quite, to say that I was 16, was it 15? No, sorry, 15. It was quite a demanding role to play. As well as the singing, it always also the acting. And I never acted before. But because I really liked my drama teacher, I kind of wanted to show him, yes, I can do it. I can do it. I wanted to get the brownie points, in other words. And I loved singing anyway. So I went from singing in a musical, a very dramatic musical. Then I went on and did the pop music industry, being an artist, being a songwriter. During that time, when you're in London, I came to London by myself, and then I had to get certain jobs. So you get certain jobs where either waitressing or you get jobs in a karaoke bar. And I optioned for working at nighttime. So I was working with lots of other girls in a karaoke bar. So it was where you see a different side of life, where I was coming from a small town like Bradford to then at 19 go to London by myself. But I was called because I went for an audition for a girl group, and I got into it, a girl pop group. And sometimes in life, things lead you there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go on that journey. It was just the link to get you there. And then from there, lots of things happened where there was all kinds of, I don't know, lots of drugs, partying, drinking, all kinds of self-sabotage, really, and lots of things. And then to the point where I always sang. And then I would, then in 2012, because I'm 53, in 2012, after having many relationships of certain behaviors that didn't help me, it was controlling, but I let myself be controlled. So it was all kinds of things. So my life basically has been where I've always sung, and I've always gone through lower vibrations. I've always had to learn the lesson of betrayal, the lesson of drinking, association with drinking, the lesson of, well, it's not a lesson, it was a tragic of losing my child at birth. And I've also helped a lot of people to awaken their creativity and genius works. And then there's, of course, my spiritual life, which then was open to me, the way that my heart opened, and then venturing into my inner world, which happened in 2012, where I awakened to who I truly was. And therefore, I had to come away from all the music. I came away from the music because I was number 7 in the charts. I was, honestly, it was really going well. But life happens where if you're not meant to go on that big journey, if there's certain things that you have got to fulfill in this life, a contract, soul contract, then things will happen where it won't have that fullness and the greatness of it, because I had to go within. And my journey from 2012 was about going within, learning about who I was, connecting to how I was, coming away from the music industry, coming away from the party, being a hermit, being marooned on a small island, and just myself and my partner at the time. I cut everything around me because I knew I had to listen to who I was and grow who I was and listen to God the Father, Mother. So what I'm going to say is, after all that, the A-lister, I would want to portray me in a movie. Well, actually, there's 2. And I did a bit of research. Okay, so here I am. I'm the $2 daughter to a cosmic goddess, right? And now got onto the International Phase magazine, which they approached me. And it's the first time I've been on a cover. And you see, there's my story, what I like, what I love, how my life is. And thank you to Susan Rod for that. So what I'm saying now, you can see there. Now I'm going to tell you who I feel will be right. The star A-lister, which would play myself, my character, my vibration, everything, who I am, would be, there's 2 people. The first one would be Catherine Zeta-Jones. Now, Catherine Zeta-Jones is Welsh, and she did West End productions. She was in West End productions, Bugsy, since she was young. So she's always had singing. Then she went on to acting. So then she was known for The Darling Buds of May, which was a UK comedy program, in the 90s or something. Very, very popular. So this showed her acting skills and her comedy skills as well. But then I thought, okay, so you've got light comedy, which I'm quite light comedy anyway. I'm very light and vibrant. I laugh in the face of adversity. That's how I learn things as well. For myself, I don't laugh in the face of adversity to others. I just laugh at myself. Anyway, Catherine Zeta-Jones went on to then play Cocaine Godmother. So she had the experience in the film where she had to portray being in the drugs world. Of course, I was around that when I was younger, from 19 up to 25. It was a long time, actually. And she was, because she was she is a beautiful woman. She was considered one of the most, she is considered one of the most beautiful women. I mean, she played The Legend of Zorro, this femme fatale, gorgeous, stunning, dark raven beauty, but who had the strength as well. So that kind of matched with me as well. So therefore, she would be great for in the clubs where the men would be attracted to her like a magnet, because she would be a babe magnet. And I was a babe magnet when I was in the clubs. I really was, because that was that was what we had to portray at that time. But us girls were like a family. We stuck together. We really did. We really were out for each other. Some of us went a bit over the top, but I just want to keep it family orientated. Anyway, so Catherine Zeta-Jones, she would be perfect because she also then did some power singing, a diva singing in Chicago. Then she did The Haunting, which would be great for the dramatic parts of my life. So I think Catherine Zeta-Jones would be absolutely perfect to play my character, Dr. Madeleine Chan, Maddie Loveday, the singer, because I'm not only Dr. Madeleine Chan, but I'm Maddie Loveday. And Maddie Loveday is the one that has been carrying the singing and had successful charts, hits in the charts. I haven't been an actress, but the fact is Catherine Zeta-Jones would be absolutely perfect. And she has very soft features as well. She's strong. And I do believe that she could play the spiritual, because she's such an acclaimed actress that when you're an acclaimed actress, you do method, you can play these roles. So I feel Catherine Zeta-Jones will be absolutely perfect playing the club girl, being the magnet for older businessmen, because I was at that time. Purely because, I mean, that's also because when you don't have your father present, you see the father in men that come along that are older but play that father figure. So she would be great for that because she's already experienced that. She loves to sing. She had a few singles for Top of the Pops in the charts as well, so she can relate to that with my story. The one thing that I might have a little bit of reservation, and that's not me being judgmental, but this would be where she would have to do some work. And that would be when the heart awakens in 2012, when she's visited from a cosmic being, when she's visited from her higher self, where she actually turns her life around and becomes almost like a Disney character, where you wake up and you see a utopian world where you just connect and help so many. Therefore, that would be some work for her, but I know she could do it. Absolutely. I know with all my heart, she would be the most perfect A-lister actress to play myself, Dr. Madeleine Chan and Maddie Loveday. I was thinking, could there be another one who's kind of another A-lister that's kind of similar to me with the Oriental? And I was thinking, Michelle Yeoh would be great. She'd be wonderful. But I don't know if she sings. So I did a bit of research today. And I found out that Michelle Yeoh, who's a Malaysian actress, but she can speak Chinese and is known for that, and became very, very popular, famous in Chinese Kung Fu films. And I saw how she played the different characters, different films that she's been in. She has a strength. She's Orient. She's actually fully Oriental, although with her being Malaysian, she looks kind of Eurasian, because I'm Eurasian. I'm half English, half Chinese. English mother, Chinese father. So she would cover that. And she would cover this, maybe even the fighting, but I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really been in a fight as such. I mean, I did at school, you know, when you pull hair and everything. And the other time, which I'm not very proud of, when I was in a pub and I was in with my ex-boyfriend, who was pretty much playing me up, competing me with another woman. And I think I had a few jars actually, and I just lost it. So I just grabbed her and we started what do you call it, I can't say that, a female fight of a low vibration. And in the end, little old me, these guys had to pick me up, and it was this force. I was ready to really go throttle this woman who blatantly knew that I was his girlfriend. But you know, when you get drink influencing you, you see red. You see red. Now, this was before I woke up from 2012. This is a relationship of a very, very long time. I think about, I would say about 10 years on and off, really. And then you just get to the point of no more. So I think that's the only fight that I've been in. The rest of it has been where I've been this people pleaser, where I've been whatever you want, because I never made my own decisions. So that might be a little bit difficult for Michelle. But the fact is, I was worried because I was thinking, I'm a singer and Michelle would be perfect to play all the different characters. She could play the club girl. She could play the spiritual, because it's natural within her anyway. She could connect to that. She would connect to the strength. She would connect to losing the child. She would connect. She would connect to being a people pleaser. Very much so. But then I thought to myself, how would she be if she doesn't sing? Then that's the whole thing. The whole thing about my life is about the voice and singing and expression. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, she's not going to be able to do it. And what? Woo, Google. Oh, love Google. I just did a search on Google. I know, it's Google. And some people say, oh, you Googled. Yep, I've got to say, people, I Googled Michelle Yeoh. And I said, can Michelle Yeoh sing? And guess what? I was really, talk about, wow, I have been answered by the universe. Yes, I can now declare that Michelle Yeoh can play and portray my life in a fabulous blockbuster movie, because my life is it really is. It's like a thriller. It's a love story, betrayal, spirituality. It's everything who I am. And Michelle Yeoh can play this character because, drum roll, Michelle Yeoh has been now cast. Well, actually, I think it was about 7 months ago, cast in the new musical Wicked. And she even was in it by the director John Chu. And she said that she's very nervous about singing because she's never done this before, but she's an actress and she feels that she enjoys the challenge and she is sure that there's a voice within her. Well, I do believe she will have a voice, and I do believe with all that strength she has, all that energy that she conjures up for all her kung fu fighting and all the different characters she's played, Michelle Yeoh is going to have a super powerful voice. She's actually going to shock herself, to be honest. She really will, because she has so much of that movement, so much of that power, a force to be reckoned with. And guess what? Her voice will be a force to be reckoned with. So that's who I would say that will be great to play myself, which is Dr. Madalene Chan and Maddie Loveday. I wonder, everyone, I'm going to address it to you all. Question. Who do you think the A-lister will be perfect to portray you in a movie? And if you don't feel, and I'm being really honest here, if you feel, oh, I haven't got much of a story, well, hell, start creating it. Start writing your life story. Stop being that person that's going to work and doing, well, of course you've got to work, but just doing more of the same mundane thing. People, beloved hearts, creative hearts awakening, we are here to shine. We are here to expand our true authenticity. We are here to be stars in the making. Stars, not as stars as celebritism, as we have known, but our own star soul song. we will attract our own star soul tribe. We will become our own star soul heart. We're in the new era now. So if you haven't got a story, then you know what? It's time. It's time for you to have your own story. It's never too late. I'm 53. I'm single. I'm 53 and I'm loving it. But at the same time, I'm not closing off about relationships or anything like that. If it comes along, it comes along. But hey, they've got to do some work. They've got to do some work. There's no way I'm going out with someone that's low vibration, that wants to take from me. It's about an equal fairness. It's about a balance. It's about supporting each other. And that's not just romantic. That's in friendship. That's in work-wise. I move in great circles. I move in small circles. I move in truth. I can only operate when there's purity there. And if there isn't purity there, then it's triggered to come to the surface and sort itself out. Sorry. So I just want to say to everyone, I've superbly enjoyed talking about the A-lister and who I'd want to portray me in a movie. Because here I am. There you go. $2 daughter to a cosmic goddess. And I was a $2 daughter. And a $2 daughter is someone that has no self-worth. Someone that doesn't even know herself. All she's got going for her is her voice. So when she sings with her heart and soul. And the rest of it, all the suffering, she doesn't project on anyone else. She puts all her suffering into her voice, her singing voice. And I'll tell you something else. Once I started to work on my inner world, and Dr. Jacalyn, I can say, has really helped me in a phenomenal way. Because she said to me, I think that you should write your spiritual content as in courses. So I did. I started to collaborate with Dr. Jacalyn, which is, we were so magnetized towards each other. We're like soul tribe, soul family, soul sister. I really feel it and it resonates and it's working till this day and it will. The thing is, from a $2 daughter to a cosmic goddess, I just had to, how can I say it? I just had to surrender. I had to surrender. And that meant not singing with my voice anymore for a little while and learning to have that energy of my voice, transferring that energy to my inner voice. And that's what I do. I wake up creative hearts. I wake them up. And both myself and Dr. Jacalyn, we celebrate creative hearts awakening through our book. We just had our first book, which was bestseller, on Amazon. I mean, Dr. Jacalyn is Amazon's #1 bestseller anyway, and she continues to be. And I'm so proud and honored to be working with a phenomenal superpower of her. So Creative Hearts Awakening, we have the TV show, Creative Hearts, which is every Thursday. So Creative Hearts Awakening, as I was explaining in the beginning, it's about your passion, your purpose, your belief. It's about your project, your heart project. It's about what changes your life. It's what gets you up in the morning. It's what gives you that zing, what gives you the spring. And that's what we do. Myself and Dr. Jacalyn, we are covering now book 2 of the Creative Hearts Awakening. And we invite you all those that feel that they would love their story of when their creative heart awakened, and is awakening, because remember, we're awakening. We're not fully awakened yet. We're awakening. Please do get in touch with us, in contact, because we would love to cover your story of when your creative heart awakened. We would like more people, and that's not just people from every walk of life, people from film, music, people from the caring industry, people that are political leaders, people that are teachers, nurses, then we could say like waitresses, any kind of different jobs. We want to hear from absolutely everyone, because you know what? No matter where you come from, no matter what line of work you do, if your heart is awakening and it's got you onto a new path and a journey that's attracted many different opportunities and people, then you know what? You got to share with the world. And guess what? On top of that, I've been talking to Dr. JACALYN. We might even look at getting a soul song to turn everyone's story into a soul song, but that's going to be offered later. But we have Creative Hearts Show, where we will give you the opportunity, guess what, to become a star. Yes, you will have that experience of being a star. You will have that experience of not only having your name featured in a bestseller, with a #1 bestseller author as well as myself. You will have the opportunity to share your story. You will have the opportunity to be part of the community of the Creative Hearts Awakening, which is of purity, which is about love, a real love, a greater love. And why is it a greater love? It's a greater love because it's your greater self. It's you promoting everything who you are, what makes you come alive, what makes you just shine. We want to hear about it, and we want to tell the world. And then we want you to be on the TV show to share with the world, because USA Global TV and Radio has currently 900,000 viewers. And that's not bad. In fact, it's very good. What am I saying? The mothership is evolving and growing. Be part of this amazing movement. Be part of the Creative Hearts Awakening Book 2. There is going to be other series, but you know what? Be part of Book 2, because it will take you onto another level. Not only it's about people who have established their brand, it's about people that are dreaming to establish their brand as well. Don't forget, that's the whole collective of it. We celebrate our Creative Heart Awakening. I've superbly, immensely enjoyed sharing and talking about the A-list and who would you want to portray in a movie for yourself, which I have now expressed to you. I would like you all to think about, who would I have portray in a movie? And then go back to, do I actually have a movie? Am I actually doing my own life story? This is your life story, and you gotta share it with us all. Yes, you do. And this is your life story, so it's time to begin and share your story with Creative Hearts Awakening, Book 2. I just did that off the cuff. Okay, my name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I would love to know more about your life story. And if you haven't got one, then contact me, because I can help to awaken that life story in you. Thank you so much. Much love to everyone. I want to say thank you to Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, who is the host of A One's Prerogative. I want to say thank you to Caroline HEWARD and Dr. Desziree, and Jenetta Barry, and Heather, who's producer as well. I want to say thank you to E360 TV viewers. I'm super, super honored. I'm super honored. And thank you to the viewers. And remember, contact us. Everyone has a star within them that needs to shine. Bye-bye.
USA Global TV and Radio, in partnership with Dr. JACALYN LLC, present Amazon #1 best-selling author, Dr. JACALYN KERBECK. Dr. JACALYN KERBECK is a certified life, career, and executive coach who teaches people how to listen at an elevated level through her courses and her books. Dr. KERBECK teaches her clients how to open their hearts and express themselves through their creative genius. In her children's book series, The Amazing Adventures of Lady Ella, the listening mentor, Dr. KERBECK teaches children and their families how to listen at an elevated level. Dr. KERBECK has worked with clients across the world to guide them in how to express themselves and communicate at a highly effective level. Join our team of elevated listeners so you can listen without judgment, without providing a solution, without interruption, and without stealing the stage. To order your books today, go to drjacalyn.com or Amazon.
Hi, I'm Kim Adele Randall. I am the co-host for Authentic Achievements, which is also the name of my latest book and the name of my business. The latest book, Authentic Achievements, has the world's longest subtitle, which is the 7 secrets around building brave belief, unstoppable sales, and turning your leaders into talent magnets for guaranteed sustainable growth, which is what I do for organizations globally. I had the absolute privilege of meeting the lovely Dr. JACALYN almost 2 years ago now, and I'm so honored to be part of this amazing platform. I've met some of the most fantastic people, shared some amazing stories, and never failed to learn something. If you've got a voice that you want to be heard, you've got something out there that you know you can better serve people with, I highly recommend you get in touch with Dr. JACALYN and come and join us here on USA Global TV and Radio. If you're also looking to take your business to the next level, I would love to connect with you personally. So please do get in touch, kimadelrandall.com or AuthenticAchievements.com, and I would love to share your journey and see how we can help you take it to the next level.
Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. My name is Roland Friedl, and maybe as you can recognize from my accent, I'm Austrian, so it's a small country in the middle of Europe, in the heart of Europe. And yeah, I'm 59 years old. I'm a father and a grandfather. And from my business background, after my very short but very successful corporate career, I was the youngest member of board of director in a huge business, in a huge company. I started my own businesses in different areas, in different industries, and I got a lot of experience, what is working, what is not working. And about 2.5 decades ago, I started a training, coaching, consulting company, Spartan Performance Systems, where I did and still do train and consult international huge businesses worldwide like Xerox and other big players in the world. So we do a lot of sales trainings and management trainings with my team in different languages. That's my main background in business. Besides that, I'm very engaged in men's work and also in the environment. That's my background, make it shortly. So to be honest, I'm very curious about what's going on in the world. I love to learn, I love to travel. So my huge passion is traveling. Right now, as you can see the background, I'm sitting in my motorhome. So after 14 years living on a beautiful island, I decided to move into my motorhome and travel to Europe and live and work from my motorhome. So, and I got engaged to USA Global TV and Radio actually a year and around 9-10 months ago. A very good friend of mine, he contacted me and asked me if he can invite me for an interview on USA Global TV and Radio. I guess the show was called The Journey of My Life. And to be honest, in the beginning, I said no, because I had very bad experience on interviews in my business careers. I did it twice for a TV channel in Austria. And then they cut it and edited it. And at the end, my my comment was totally different than to the reality I said. So I said in the beginning, no, but I trusted this guy. So they said, okay, let's do it. He told me I don't have to fly to the US. I can do it from my home. That was, at the time, this was his island in Mallorca. So, and it was an amazing, and a beautiful conversation. And then Dr. JACALYN contacted me and asked me if I'm interested in becoming a co-moderator of a show. And so we started the Mallorca Connection, which is a weekly show on Monday, the Mallorca Connection. I got more and more involved. I became an elevated listener because I strongly believe it's important to listen first before you talk. And I had the chance to host and moderate and design my own shows, like the Earth Show in the past, the Men shows. I became a talking head, an expert on business topics. So I hosted, moderated, I guess about more than 100, maybe 200, I have no idea, shows on USA Global TV and Radio, and I still do. And finally, we started the It's Your Healthy Lifestyle, a very good show, and we bring a new one on about the planet Earth. Yeah, that's a little bit what I'm doing here on USA Global TV and Radio. So why I'm doing this? First of all, I really love new medias. I love the platform. I love the work that this Dr. JACALYN is doing to educate people. It's all about sharing, caring, and connecting and networking. And the benefit I got out of this in my personal experience, I learned a lot about myself, to be honest. I learned a lot about my strengths in moderating, in hosting, in talking live in front of a video camera. I learned a lot of myself, where are my strengths, where are my weak points that I have to improve. I met a lot of new interesting people. Some of them became friends of mine. Actually, after all, it's a hell of work, to be sure. Yes, it is, to be prepared, to invite people for the shows, to find new topics, to do research on the facts. But I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the industry, the media industry. I learned a lot about broadcasting, videos, interviewing. And as I said, I met a lot of interesting people, and also made new friends where I'm very happy for that. So yeah, USA Global TV and Radio, it's the platform to connect. It's about sharing and caring. And for me, USA Global TV and Radio is a huge family, and I'm very thankful and grateful for this experience. And I guess the best is yet to come. Thanks a lot from Roland from Austria. Thank you. Bye.
This program is brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence and founder, Mr. Philip Sykes. Building confidence, changing lives. Do you share our view that etiquette is a set of modern life skills that are essential for personal and professional success? Join us as an etiquette coach and change people's lives through the power of etiquette and manners.
The last few days have been really amazing. I had a trainer course from the British School of Etiquette.
And I must say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made, and one of the best investments I've made in my own training and development.
Now, words alone will not describe the transformation and the positive path that I have traveled with the British School of Etiquette.
I learned a lot from the lessons this time I came.
The last few days with the British School of Etiquette have been fantastic.
And what I've learned now is really beyond my expectations.
This is the most rewarding experience and the best investment I have made this year.
It was just great. I learned so much, and when I go back to Belgium, I will incorporate a lot of it into my day-to-day life and business.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the whole week that we were here.
I feel transformed, and I feel like blowing a trumpet and tell people, come and do this school. This class is the best. This is the best school ever.
You should take it. It will change your life immediately.
I am now able to teach other people how to bring the best of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, PSC.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you to our clients for their testimonials on the Train the Trainer program. Our exponential and global growth is so significant that we've evolved from the British School of Etiquette to the British School of Excellence, where we're investors in people. Let us invest in you and your career. Contact us to become an etiquette coach. Go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. Start your career and elevate your success today. This program has been brought to you in part by Zane Carson Carruth, etiquette and protocol expert, international award-winning author, television show host, and philanthropist. Thank you to Zane, our official diamond sponsor for USA Global TV and Radio in partnership with E360 TV. Zane is the author of The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever, as well as many other children's books. She's also the television host of Elegance, Polished Demeanor, and Posh Living, seen on USA Global TV and Radio.
Hi, my name is Zane Carson Carruth, and I'm the author of this book, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever.
Reading is magic. Studies have shown that reading to your children lays the foundation for greater success in life. Reading helps develop language and vocabulary skills. It helps improve memory, and it encourages curiosity and inspires creativity. The benefits are immeasurable, and as a parent, you'll benefit too. In only 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll be creating more memories and a bonding experience that will last for years to come. So take time to read to your children. Read them books about things that engage and interest them. Tales of fairies and magic fascinate children, and as everyone knows, the Tooth Fairy is at the top of the list. If your child loves magic, wands, adventure, and what child doesn't, you'll love reading them books from the trademarked series, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever. Follow along as Abella, the world's first tooth fairy, accidentally starts the tooth fairy tradition. Learn the tricks of being a professional tooth fairy in the book, Abella Starts a Tooth Fairy School. Your child's imagination will soar as you read the adventures of Abella and her magic wand. These wonderful books are available at worldsfirsttoothfairy.com and at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.
To learn more about Zane, contact her through her website, zanecarruth.com. ZANECARRUTH.com. Order Zane's books and merchandise. Contact her about being a keynote speaker at your next event.